Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Dustin.
I'm Wendy.
And we're going to be continuing with another Willow Wednesday. So far, I have to admit, this show has had its ups and downs. I feel like there have been some things that I've really liked, some things that I've been a little disappointed in, but I'm hoping that after this last episode, with them having this kind of Sam Raimi horror feel to it in the haunted castle, we'll start, picking up some pace and being able to explore a little bit more of this world that Willow lives in. And if you guys like our reactions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos here on our channel.
And of course, as always, before we dive into the full episode, we highly encourage that you watch the latest episode on your own first on Disney Plus, so that our video doesn't serve as any sort of spoiler for you. And with that said, I agree with a lot of what you just said about the show. Like, we went into it because we really enjoyed Willow, the original, the film, and wanting to see this story continue. And there are some good parts that we really like, and there are some parts that we like less. But with that, the vibe wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, so I'm trying to get with it. That's basically what it boils down to, I think.
Yeah, I feel there's something that kind of bothers me, is that a lot of these events that happen in each episode kind of feel like a filler episode in a sense, to where it doesn't really, I don't know, project the story forward in the way that I think it would be. Maybe it's a lot of this is that I had my own headcanon going into this, but it's just not landing the way that I had expected it to.
What I do like that we discovered in the last episode was Graydon and his past.
Yeah,
that is interesting. So, but you guys already know, if you've been watching our reaction, we're now on episode 5. Jade, Graydon, and Borman are 3 of my faves. And I think there's going to be a major arc for our princess as well. It's just her time's not come yet.
Yeah.
But how many episodes? 9?
I think we only have 9, and if I'm not mistaken, somewhere Christian Slater is supposed to be in this series. And I'm kind of like, when is he supposed to show up? We're
maybe
already halfway
episode.
done. Maybe we have what is it called? A little bit of when you are bringing it up on Disney Plus, you have that picture, and there's a guy in a skull mask. Maybe that's Christian Slater behind the mask.
Yeah, potentially. And I think where the last episode left off, we're gonna see more of the baddies as well, and I really like how they look. So
yeah, their design is pretty cool.
I want to see more of them. So with that said, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is this oh!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying.
Oh, that's terrifying, yeah. So is that.
Didn't he lose an arm? Oh, he just drops her bow? Now here's the real question. Later on in the episode, will she have her bow?
I hope not, because that's continuity. Unless they... Ooh!
Oh. Toasty bird!
That bird is dead.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and how long has he had that flamethrower?
So where can we go?
Were they looking at him?
Wildwood.
Oh.
If anybody has any better ideas, I'm sure we'd all love to hear them.
Yeah, I say into the woods.
How would Willow be able to outrun that guy?
Magic.
Magic! Very true. Now you see, if they would have kept this kind of a theme with the music and kind of the upbeat kind of...
Throughout the show.
Throughout the show, I would be kind of okay with that.
Very vibrant colors in here.
A lot of green.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh.
It's seductive.
That was what the Galindria was always around the Galindria in the movie. With those little... But she disappeared, according to what they said in episode 1.
Look at the red coming out of her hair.
Oh, good point.
Divination, interpreting the vibrations of the universe and seeing the future. Nearly impossible for even the most accomplished sorcerer.
Can you divinate?
On occasion, I have been known to see visions of things to come.
Was I in them?
Let's start with concentration.
Yeah.
With proper
She had that
focus,
vision that the only way
something you
things are
don't
going to be
have.
good is if she dies.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
No matter what happens next, I have a plan. And everything will work. You'll just remain.
Oh. Is this the same people that Jade was talking about?
Yeah. Well, these are the ones that
That were
like,
chasing them
chasing
too.
them in
Yeah.
episode 2.
So this has got to be the Christian Slater episode.
No, not necessarily, because I think these guys might be like followers of like General Kale from the first one. Maybe like some of his men that survived the battle, because they all wear the same kind of face mask.
You don't look dead.
Funny story. You are entitled to an explanation.
No one gets out of Skellen alive. Ever.
Skellen? Dread finds of Skellen in the mountains. Run by the trolls.
What can I say?
What?
Guess that leads
Oh.
me to somebody.
Take him to my tent and make sure he's well tied up.
I like that.
See, that kind of sounds like we're on the same page.
Oh!
Brownies.
Just like in the cage with them?
Love is the most powerful force in the universe. That's how I know we're gonna save Eric.
My best friend is being tortured right now and you're talking to me about love?
I'm just saying, I know what you're going through.
Jade is my... We're friends.
Come on, you see the way that she looks at you? Protects you, frets
Did we
over you.
forget that she
Cares
kissed her?
less
Yeah.
of You.
You don't know the first thing about her. Or me.
Maybe not. But I know how we're gonna get out of here.
Ha!
How did you get out of Skellen?
The only way I could. I fought my way out.
What?
Once I sated my bloodlust, I descended the face of that mountain. Wounded, freezing. All that mattered was getting back here.
It's a shampoo commercial all of a sudden.
And then Martigan. They got him too.
Oh. No hints at that.
You ought to be. Have any idea what time it is? Willow!
Rule, am I glad to see you? It's been years.
I thought I would never see you again. Now this one, she wants to move upstairs. Live with the bone reavers, probably get taken in the troll ring. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? What I would like is for you to get off your ass, get a job, have a hobby, do something. She just wants to be famous now. They all want to be famous.
Avogadu?
Are you just making that up?
Avogadu.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Well, that works. Just keep on avocadoing.
Yeah.
Oh, I will hurt you. If I have to.
Avocado. Come on, avocado.
All we want is Jade. Where is she?
I'm here.
They're outnumbered like 5 to 1.
Okay.
So you broke out just to get kidnapped
Cardigan.
again and
Applaud your spirit, princess.
where did she get that?
Does she know her because of the marking?
Maybe.
Like, not know her, but maybe her people?
Oh, like a symbol of her family.
Right.
That mark on your neck, where'd you get it?
I don't know. Always had it.
On Charles' 100th day, it's seared with its family's mark. So they remember where they came from. This is my father's mark. The mark of Kale.
Wait a minute.
Oh. Is
He
she?
was the first bone reaver.
Oh, okay.
He had 15 children. He was killed by Man Martigan at the Battle of Nockmaar. Your mother was killed by the Rangers that kidnapped you and took you to Tirasleen. I remember that you used to count the stars before you went to sleep.
Oh my god, they're sisters.
To make sure that it's just... Why take me with them? What better way to prevent an uprising than to steal their future? Raise children to believe their captors are their saviors. Make them loyal. Make them soldiers.
Oh, dang.
Wait, how'd they get out?
Oh, right. Is this to celebrate the homecoming of Jade?
Oh, probably.
Grab the weapons. What is going on?
Invited you to dinner?
Jade's a bone reaver. I don't know what that makes her now. Conflicted, I imagine. Anyway, they're throwing a party to celebrate her return. Come on.
Just a quick recap.
Yeah. This is getting so ridiculous. Oh, this kid gotta start getting jealous now.
No, I think she's finally realizing that, like, she should maybe talk about her feelings for her friend. Even though they've already kissed.
It was like, oh.
What is it?
I don't know, delicious looking fruit. Live a little.
Is it kind of like a
Jello shot?
Jello shot? That's what I was thinking.
The truth plums? The fruit that was handed out when Scorpio did a speech? Once you eat them, it's impossible to be anything but totally honest.
We all have doubts and insecurities. You just got to fight through those and be bold.
It's easy for you to say you're Willow of Good, the greatest sorcerer of the world.
Mediocre at best.
But you defeated Bavmorda.
Oh.
It's dumb luck. I built my entire reputation on that one success.
But no, I used to stay up late at night and read all your adventures and close calls.
Willow Ufgood here is terrified that one day he'll be discovered as the aging, talentless hack that he really is. Hey, Laura.
Oh no. The timing.
Truth plums, huh?
All I care about is you. And if you want to come here after we find Eric to live, I would tag along. I don't want to have any adventures unless they're with you. I should have told you that sooner.
Oh, Jade's gonna kiss
and
her.
For everything, I'm so sorry.
Totally. Ridiculously. Desperately. In love with you. And in about 10 seconds, I'm gonna kiss you. Are you sure?
She kissed you already!
Yeah!
Remember when she was gonna leave?
I kiss you. I suppose there's only one way to find out.
I guess this might be kind of like the Romeo and Juliet of Willow.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my gosh!
What the? I had a feeling. What? Trolls just came out of nowhere.
Oh shoot! What the crap? Are they just like whipping and pulling? Is that what they're doing?
Trolls.
And Willow hates trolls.
Whoa.
I had a feeling. I saw when they started to move closer, I'm like, something's going to interrupt it. I thought it was going to be like a comedic thing. Like Willow was going to pop up and interrupt it, but...
Or Borman or somebody.
Or Borman, not a troll.
Not a troll. Whoa, interesting ending. Okay, let's talk about it. I feel like this episode, for a lot of the part, felt to me very much a filler.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things that I liked, and I feel like there's a little bit of character development in all the characters. Obviously, the big reveal was for Jade, and who she really is, her true identity. And I think for Kit, there was a lot of arc for her as well in her story, and the Truth Plum had a lot to do with it. But I feel like in this episode, kind of went backwards from episode 4. Like, this reminds me of episode 3 a little bit, where there's like just weird insertions and different really interesting editing choices and pacing. That just, like, I never fully got really invested. There were a couple of moments here and there, like the moment between Kit and Jade, I got really invested in.
And then it was interrupted by a troll.
Yeah, and but some of the other stuff, I don't know. This episode just didn't work for me. So here's the interesting thing is, in the past we've kind of, said our piece about the use of like rock songs, modern songs, and in a weird way, I kind of like how they used it in this episode.
At the very beginning.
At the
when
very
they're being
beginning,
chased.
yeah, by the crones.
Wait.
At the same time, though, for that whole scene, because they showed some of it in that trailer that you didn't get to see, I really thought that part was going to be a lot darker just because I really like the bad guys, and I do think they're really scary looking. So I felt like it presented it in that way. Like, I'm very on the fence. Like, it presented that way, it kind of took away from how intimidating they really are. But at the same time, I like the way that they used the music in this episode.
I feel like they're doing a lot of good things, but done half-heartedly. To where it's kind of like, all right, so in this episode, we're going to go into the Bone Reavers camp. But then we're going to have this adventure. We're going to have kind of like what Kit said in that one part. Oh, is this going to be another one of your dumb side quests? And I kind of feel like this episode kind of was a side quest. And a lot of moments were very forgettable. I kind of liked how the chase was fun at the very beginning where the crones were chasing them. And I was like, but wait a second. How'd they get away? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. They ran into the forest. Mm-hmm. And they just decided not to pursue. Which I can kind of guess is the mythology would scare them from going in there. But I feel like they just didn't really elaborate on why these very powerful crone would be afraid to go in after them into the woods.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of moments like that where they just state that it's like this and they just move on with it instead of explaining why it is like this or being able to tell certain story parts without just saying them out loud. Mm-hmm. And how Willow got out of his cage. I was like, wait a second, weren't they locked behind? And they had a plan, but they don't really make sense on how the plan works.
Yeah. It was cool to see the brownies again. But I also, I felt like they got put in for specifically only for like nostalgia reasons
for
and
fan
not
service.
Right, which is nice. Like, I enjoy seeing them, but at the same time, it was kind of like, oh, we're not going to move forward. Like, the brownies aren't going to be in the other episodes either. Maybe we don't know, but as of right now,
it really doesn't look like there's
like
not going to be any more brownies. And I thought they would play a little bit bigger of a role because that's what they had a little bit bigger of a role in the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm a little disappointed that I think this is going to be the last that we see of any brownies.
Probably. So yeah, I'm very lukewarm with this episode. I feel like after this episode, because of the trolls, like, things are going to get amped up, and we do have, like, I think 3 or 4 more episodes left, and we still have to get to Memorial City, and now we have the trolls. So, like, interested to see where that goes. And the mood turned dark, obviously, really quickly. So we'll see, but like, the feeling for me for this episode is quite lukewarm.
Yeah, same here. I'm kind of disappointed on the way this whole series is going. I'm hoping maybe the last couple episodes might be able to kind of solidify something together, but overall I really just feel like they've kind of missed the mark. They had this opportunity, I think, to kind of create this nice, rich lore and to take this whole... They couldn't tell whether they wanted to go full-on kind of 80s camp with it or actually be super serious with it. And I feel like that confliction is really starting to show.
Yeah. So with that said, of course, we'll continue to tune in because now we're 5 episodes deep, so we might as well keep going. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Where do you think they're going to land next? What was your favorite parts? What didn't you like about this episode? Put all that in the comment section. We love to read about it. And that is that. We will see you guys next Wednesday for another Willow Wednesday. And until then...
Bye.